You only live once. Today, this saying is used by hordes of teenagers, often shortened to YOLO, as a cliche to accomplish idiotic goals. I mean, after all, it's nearly impossible to go around to a trashy, spring break-ass city like Panama City without hearing some punk shout out YOLO in hopes of persuading a young adolescent to commit a stupid act that will certainly end in a pool of regret. However, as silly as it may sound, I believe in the meaning of YOLO for a few principal reasons. The first is that YOLO reminds me of how my life is on a timer, and when that timer hits 0, that's it. Quite a scary thought, right? But surprisingly enough, YOLO pulls me away from the fear and instead inspires me to do things that fear would have paralyzed me from even considering in the first place. It gives me the strength to ask the pretty girl standing in the corner on a date. It encourages me to train for the Atlanta Marathon despite my pencil-thin calves. It entices me to go to school and complete research in hopes of finding the cure for cancer. YOLO reminds me that this is all I am given, and even though I'm a Hindu who believes in reincarnation, I only get to live this specific life once, so I have to go out and accomplish all that I can before my timer runs out. The second reason YOLO sets the stage of my life is because it encourages me to leave an impact on future generations. When I try to come up with names of people who have left a legacy, a multiplicity of people come to mind. Martin Luther King Jr., Neil Armstrong, Michael Jordan, my 8th grade math teacher, my parents, the list goes on and on. But when I try to come up with a list of people who haven't made an impact, I draw a blank. This isn't to say that those people aren't out there. As a matter of fact, there's quite a collection of them. But the list is blank because they have made no specific contribution to society or to others, so there can be no acknowledgement of them. I hate to say it, but they're nobodies. The latter group is simply not an option for me. You don't have to be famous, you just need a zest for what you do. I know the chances of me impacting all 6 billion people in the world are slim to none, but so far, I have volunteered in smaller roles, such as a Special Olympics buddy, homeless shelter volunteer, and even a math tutor for young children. Witnessing the direct impact I have left truly makes me think my presence in this life is significant. Altruism is a key lesson here because it gives all the chance to leave an impact on others and in turn achieve self-efficacy in leaving a legacy. I'm not only inspired by YOLO, but I'm enthused by it because at a young 18 years old, I have so much left to accomplish, and YOLO reminds me that I truly can set milestones for generations to come. The final reason YOLO is a key determinant of my lifestyle choices is because it teaches me not to sweat the small stuff. Sure, you only live once may sound like a lot of pressure, but to me, it has a reverse effect. Life is too short to stress over mistakes. The goal is to learn from the blunder and move on from it. One particular mistake of mine was misspelling the word diligent on a PowerPoint while delivering a speech on why I should be the next president for a National Honor Society chapter. I simply laughed it off, spell-checked the rest of my campaign's visual aids, and stayed confident in my political prowess. The result was me winning the position as a leader of NHS, a club with over 150 members. Mistakes are simply minor setbacks that have little effect on the big picture. Hovering around these incidental gaffes is only for the immortal. I know where I want to go and what I want to do, and I won't let little mistakes get in my way because I only live once, and I will not be held back. All in all, this trendy saying, featured in an abundant amount of teen rap songs, holds valuable matter. It encourages all of us to reach for the stars, and if by somehow we fail to attain a star, we at least land on top of the world.